everybody have one of these, right, so far. What I want you to do is we're going to go to a person, and I want you to put your name in the middle, your name right in the middle. Okay, you can just put Carolyn or well, your first name, and you're going to sign my number 1. And I'm going to sign your number 1. Okay? The object of it is to see who can fill these up the fastest. But you cannot put the same person's name in there. You must find somebody different to put on your chart. Okay? Go. You have a few minutes to do that. Would you sign my number 2? And I'll sign your number 2. Okay? Number 3. Let me see. Will you sign my number 3? Okay? Okay? Good. Okay. Yes, the same number. If you go to someone for number 2, then you need to have that person do your number 2. Okay? All righty? All right, let me sign your number 4. Okay? Okay? And, excuse me. Yes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. All righty. Someone comes in, we'll make sure we get. Okay. Let me see. You're number 5? You have number 5? Oh, here.
You
If
signed mine.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Sorry. Okay. Which one do we have?
Okay. Okay. What number do you want? Do you need number 5?
Yes.
Okay. And if you sign my number 6. Here, I need you to sign my number 6. There's your number 5. That's her number 5. And who is this? Carrie. Okay, Sherry. This is Sherry?
I'm Sherry. No.
Okay, Sherry, did you, where's Carolyn?
She's right here.
Okay,
You mind signing mine?
okay, you're right here. Okay, sign my number 11.
Okay. Who's Carolyn?
I'm Carolyn.
Okay.
Did you sign mine?
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay, all right. Oh, wait a minute, who's Sherry?
I'm Sherry.
Okay, okay,
Do you have a name?
okay. I need number 10. No, you got number 11. I'll sign your number 11. Okay, here, number 11. Okay, okay. Oh, okay. Sign my number 9.
Okay.
Number 9.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, what number do you need?
10, 11, and 12.
Okay, I'll sign your 10, and you sign my 10. Wait a minute, Lois, you already signed mine. I can't sign yours again. Okay. Okay. Oh, you're finished. We have a winner. We have a winner so far. You're out, but you don't have to worry about signing anybody else's. Did you ever sign mine? Did you sign mine? Okay, all right. Okay, okay, you got all yours signed? Okay, you're out. So the rest of us have to try to figure out, okay, did you sign anything for me? I'm Carolyn.
I'm Angie.
Okay. Did you sign anything for me? I'm Carolyn.
I did.
Okay.
Number 3.
Okay. Let me see. Did you sign anything for me?
Yes, I did. I done.
Okay. Okay, you're out. The rest of us have to try to fill it. Is it? Yes. I have to try to go to someone that haven't gotten theirs. Okay. Let me see if you got yours. Did I sign anything for you? Carolyn. Oh, good. Could you sign my number 8? Sure. Okay, and I'll sign your number 8. If you don't if you don't have that if you have that number available, then you can go to another number.
Okay, all right. Well,
Okay.
I don't think you signed.
Okay.
No, this I had to cross it out because one gal signed it twice.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Let me see. Did you have yours, all yours signed?
I got one more.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, you're out.
I'm done
You're out.
too.
Okay. Now it's between, I have one to be
Up to the
signed.
front.
Did you sign mine? I'm Carolyn.
Nope.
Okay, I need you to
I
sign my
missed
number
somebody
10.
that I signed.
Number 10? Okay. Oh, I can sign your 7. Okay,
Left.
good. Now, everybody. Okay. We're ready for you to sit down. And let me tell you what I use this for. Number 1, I use it for an icebreaker to get everybody to know one another, okay? And especially you have a kid in the room that won't say anything, that won't participate, and you have someone that's always raising their hand. And so you don't want to ignore that person and you don't want them to lose their spirit. So what you do is you have this spot. You could use this in a room with a bunch of people and you have to find someone with your birthday month. You make up questions. I could ask somebody if they had a birthday, if they made an A this week, or if they did something special at home. I can make up any questions I want. And you have to find someone that can sign your number that answer those questions. Number 1, if it was number 1, you have to find someone that had a birthday in my month. Or number 2, or you can do what I just did, which is to get everybody's name. So I won't have anybody sitting in the audience won't be able to participate because I can use this. I can call upon you. And that also helps me to get to know the kid's name. It helps them to meet somebody else, okay? And in Vacation Bible School, that's one of the things you want them to do is to get to know one another. And I like using this because whoever's name that they have down here, they have to put their birthdays, which would be a nice thing for Vacation Bible School. Put that person's birthday, and you can have it, and if they put their first and last name, you can send them a birthday card. Or you can keep in touch with them, or you can just pray for that name. I will take this home, and I will use it to pray. But I will put Vacation Bible School Follow-Up on here, VBS Follow-Up. And every day for a year, until we come back here again, I'm going to pray over your names. Okay? So it's so many things that you can do with this. I love using this. I've used it at a couple of my workshops. And it helps me to get to know everybody. Because I need to know who's Stacy. Where's Stacy? See, now I know Stacy. Oh, I forgot somebody. My number 12 wasn't done. Who's Lois? Where's Lois? See, I get a chance to meet Lois. Okay, you ladies didn't take part, but I want to make sure you're not left out. So I want to give you a wheel. How about that? So you know what to do with it when you are at home. How about that? And so that I can make sure yes. And Judy, where's Judy? You're Judy? Oh, Judy, I hate to make you work, but would you help pass these out for me? Okay, she'll pass them out for me. Thank you. We'll see. We'll see. I want to make sure that I have enough that if people come in, I want them to have one too. There you go.
Okay,
So you'll have one. And the way I do these is I have 2 sheets together, and you can make one, and you can cut them in half. Okay? Now, again, I don't know if we've got, oh, good, we have it up working. Good. My name is Carolyn Lamb, and I have 6 children. I am a teacher. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessings on you, blessings. I'll remember to pray extra for you. But I teach, I sub now. And I love that because I get to meet kids of all ages. And I kind of keep abreast with working with them. And I've been doing children's ministry for over 10 years. I started out in women's ministry and family ministry for 14 years, and then moved to children. I found my spot. Oh my goodness. It makes me happy just to think about the children's ministry. I guess I get to be a kid all the time. And I learn new ideas. And you know what? You're never too old when you're learning from them. They don't mind. I don't want to be the person that's always putting out. I ask them, hey, I'm learning from you guys too. And it's a two-way street. So, all right, we're going to be talking about Vacation Bible School and some tools. Now, a lot of you, how many of you do have Vacation Bible School at your church? How many of you would like to have it but don't have it? Okay, we're going to work with some of those things too. In this particular story, this church, they were getting ready for Vacation Bible School. They did some of the work and getting ready to meet the people. But somehow or another, they didn't connect with the community. That's one of the things that you want to make sure you do. You need to kind of know your area. Are there kids in that neighborhood? Because if there's no kids in that neighborhood, it don't mean that you don't have to do Vacation Bible School, but it would be nice if you could find an apartment complex nearby that has nothing but kids. And you know what? The apartment complex would always love you, and they would embrace you and help you for the simple reason they want something to do with the kids during the summer. So that way you don't have to say, oh, there's no kids around. We can't do Vacation Bible School. Yes, you can. You can go out and take it to them, which would be even better, and then eventually you can bring them all to your church. Or you can do what one group I know in Atlanta, they started a satellite, and it's still going on to this day. They started and they meet for Wednesday. They really work with the community and everything. So Vacation Bible School is a evangelistic tool, and it helps the work. Now let me tell you what went wrong in this one. The block party was a great way for the kids to get involved in Vacation Bible School. The parent appreciated the Vacation Bible School program for the kids, but the church didn't do any thinking about how to meet the needs of the parents. In addition, they were not ready to follow up on the parents until 5 or 6 weeks after Vacation Bible School. Many of the parents have forgotten all about the Vacation Bible School and had lost the good feeling they had about it in the church. The church could have used the block party and Vacation Bible School to learn more about the parents in that neighborhood. Okay, can you tell me what are some of the things they could have done with the block party? If you were going to do a block party, if you were planning a block party before Vacation Bible School. Now you can do them before and after, but I want to see what you would do before. What are some of the things you would do? Just raise your hand. Or do I need to use my sheet? What? Go out and meet people? Okay, advertising, going out to meet people. What else would you do?
Take the flyers in your neighborhood and door to door for some of the kids that you have.
I would do that. That would be a good thing. Then you would have to tell them the date.
Well, you have it on the flyer and you just want to welcome them and make it dual purpose, maybe pass out a little bit of literature from the church if they don't know it.
You like introducing yourself to the
A little bit more formal, if you've never done anything before,
Okay.
kind of if you took the time, kind of personal thing.
Okay, you made it personal. You let them know that you want to give them a personal invitation. You could do that with a card. How about having your kids make some nice little invitational cards and just give it out and say, if you don't have children in your household, do you have a grandchild or someone that usually come to your house around the summer? Would you give this to them? Or they can take it to their jobs. There might be some kids, some people that live near around in that area that might have some families that you don't know. That's going to help you. What else would you do to get ready for that block party? Block party?
If you don't have a daycare center around or a public place, you can go and ask them, can you drop some letters on
I like that. At a daycare, you have daycares almost on every corner. And the parents would love to know something that's going on for their kids in the summer. And don't stop with that. Invite the daycare. We have had child care centers get on the bus and bring their kids there. We just need to know how many, and that way how you can accommodate them, okay? That was one of the things that they could do. Okay, now we've got the block party going. We're telling them about the VBS. Now, there's something else. After we've got it going, there's some things that make this successful. One, what else, when you're having a VBS and after you have it, no, when you're having a VBS, what are some of the things that you collect? What's the first thing that you do? And you have everybody to come in and do what? Register. Register. When you have that, please don't let that registration just sit on your desk after it's over. Do something with it. We can do birthdays. We can follow up. Now you have things that's going on at your church, right? Invitations to the different things that would be related to the children. Also, what about during the vacation Bible school time that we have a parent workshop so the parents at the same time coming have a program for them while they're waiting on their kids. You can tell them you can save gas. We can all do something at the same time. Right? We can have the parent workshop. Then you would have a follow-up to those parents. Two things you could do. You can let the children know, please don't be stingy, and decide, oh, that's one household. I'm just going to send an invitation over here to this house. What about the kids getting an invitation? And then something that you have going on at your church, the parent get an invitation. That lets them know you're reaching out their individuals and that you want both of them. You know, not just one, because the parent could think, oh, she just want my kids. And the kids could say, oh, they just want my parent. So you see why it's nice to do two different invitations? I'd rather spend the money for the stamp than to turn around and lose the whole household. So it would be good to do that. Even eventually send something, an anniversary card or something to the parent or something. So we want to get involved, have some follow-up tips that we can use to help with that registration. The next thing, the kids like the songs, right? How about making a copy of some of the songs and sending it home with the kids after Vacation Bible School and say, you know what? We're going to have a follow-up in 2 weeks and see how many of us can do these songs over again, how many we can remember. So that's another thing to get them back to church. Then you can tell them, you know what, in 2 weeks after that, we're going to have a craft day. We had some fun things doing crafts. How many of you liked crafts when we were doing the crafts? They'll raise their hand and say, oh, I enjoyed those crafts. I enjoyed those games. We're going to have a fun day. We're going to have a fun day where we're going to do the crafts. We're going to add on. We're going to do some more crafts and everything. Then you know what, boys and girls, 2 weeks after that, now you're not going to tell them all this. When they're there, you'll tell them about the 2 weeks the next time. You're not going to tell them all the things that's going to be 2 weeks after, 2 weeks after. No. When you have them there, make it exciting. When you're watching the movies or something or a TV program, they have the commercials. They don't care if you like the picture or not. They're going to give you those commercials. So you're doing a commercial for your next event that's going on. Okay, let's see about some other things. All righty. One, plan an outreach with the Vacation Bible School in mind. So we talked about that. The fun day. Having fun and doing the games and so forth. That's number 2. Letting them know some things about the church was number 1. Number 3, involve your volunteers. You know, it'd be nice to have 2 sets of volunteers. The ones that worked in VBS and the ones that you have normally that work with the children. Sometimes if you alternate and say, you know what? Week A, all the ones that work with Vacation Bible School, we need you to come in, and if you would volunteer to do, and then that gives our regular volunteers a break. And then week number B, the church volunteers, the people that are, So what you have done is just spread out your staff, your volunteers. You've involved them. You've thought about them. Ask them for ideas too. They will have some things that they got a chance to meet these kids one-on-one. So they're going to tell you some things that their friends might have said, or they're in their group that they wished that they would see more of. So involve them and ask them to help you with some ideas. And what about Fall Festival? What about Children's Sabbath? Spotlight all the children in the neighborhood, that we're going to have a day that the kids in the neighborhood come, and we're going to have you on the program. And we're going to have a choir with the children's group and so forth. So these are other ideas to involve them. Don't forget to pray. Don't forget, that's really easy, but let's don't forget that. We need to pray over these, just like I'm going to do over these names. I'm going to pray, ask us to pray over the children and continue to reach out to them. Okay? Now y'all are thinking, guess what? I'm giving you 5 tips, but I'm coming to you next. So I want to hear some of your ideas. I got the wheel. Oh, wow, there it is. It came up faster than what I thought. I need your ideas now. What are some of the other things that you could do to get the kids after Vacation Bible School, to get them to come back to the church? I'm seeing Judy. Where's Judy? Who's Judy? Judy, don't you hide. Ah! She was too quiet. Judy, what are some of the things you would do?
She's not feeling good.
Oh, okay.
Family night, game night.
That's it. Family night. I like that. This time you have both, the children and the parents. And the more activities you have, I guarantee you this will win a lot of the parents, because a lot of times they'll either send the kids or the kids will go somewhere and they're all moving at different pace. I like that idea. Okay. I want to see. Okay. Now you're
We did
Rachel.
Angel Tree Ministry over Christmas, and our decision with our department is to stay in touch for the whole year, and we're celebrating birthdays of all the children that we sponsor, 25 children. And that's going to be our intro for VBS. We're going to send out invitations to those caregivers and everyone for the Angel Tree children to come. So that way we'll be able to know they're going to commit to come.
Oh, I like that. So say that again. The name of it was
There was Angel Tree Ministry.
Okay.
Where
You know what that is,
giving
right?
to
For
the
Christmas?
incarcerated children's, the parents that are incarcerated. And we have a good rapport with the group that we did for last year. They're actually coming to our food pantry and getting food from church. And
That's
so
another thing.
it's
Community service.
connecting. We're connecting with them throughout the whole year, so that, with birthdays and celebrating with them, with the children, so that we're inviting them for church and all of that good stuff too.
I love that. Guess what, folks? I see 3 different ministries and help joined in. I see community service helping and coming in and being a partner with us. I see family ministry coming in because you're doing those studies with the parents. Then I see your children's ministry. And then I can see other ministries partnering with your personal ministry, with your tracts,
Right.
giving out the different tracts, asking them to help you buy the children. In fact, that's what I did when I planned my Vacation Bible School. I included the church in different things that they could help me with. I included the hospitality with the food. They helped me with the food. It was good. I didn't have to worry about where the food was coming from because the hospitality committee helped me with that. And then other people that wanted to donate food would go to them. So I had someone that was already a leader, already doing, so I didn't have to worry about that. And then when you said you had the community service and so forth going on, then you have your the children's ministry. So, and the personal ministry helping you with the literature that you could give to the families. Oh, I love it. We're involving everybody in follow-up.
Well, we're a real small church, so everybody does everything. So all of our ministries, when we plan anything, it's like, well, what can children's ministry do to contribute?
I like it.
So it's almost like it's a church ministry, no matter what we do, and then each person that has a love for their ministry contributes. So it is a, we all work together.
Well, I like that. We wouldn't have any need for the different ministries if we all did that to begin with. I like that. That is on target. Okay, let's go over here. This is kind of quiet. Let me see who I can find over here. Uh-oh. My number 9, Anna. Where's Anna? Let me see. Janet. Let me see if Janet and Janet are either Linda. Is it Lula? Oh, okay. All right. What would you do, some of the things that you would do? I haven't heard some other things that we can do.
What she said, but we do angel tree during Christmas time for.
That's what she shared.
Okay, but it might be the same thing, that I never thought about it until she mentioned it a while ago. And those kids that participated, just not to see them during Christmas time, just when vacation Bible school comes up, that what she was saying?
It continued.
Yeah, no, we made a conscious decision, according to the paperwork we received from the Angel Tree Ministries. They encourage the churches to stay in contact with the family, even after Christmas. So we decided we would follow through with that. Number one. Number two, there's a thing with the camp. As a matter of fact, we were going to talk to someone here regarding that. Angel Tree Ministry said they would subsidize if some of those children wanted to come to a camp for the summer for like a week or two. So we're going to follow through on that and see what we can do to accommodate that request as a ministry in itself. If those children can come to our Adventist camp for a week, just imagine what they would learn and go back home with.
I'm seeing
So
something
there's
else.
a lot of follow-up. You're talking follow-up here. So we have birthdays. As a matter of fact, I brought my calendar. We already listed the children for the whole year of 2019 that we sponsored when their birthdays are, so we can send a gift and a card to their home to them when their birthday comes up. And by phone conversation, communicating with the caregivers. And we have a volunteer that worked with us in the handing out of the gifts. So I'm going to call on her and have her come and help us with VBS. You see, this is like interactive.
A partnership. I call it a partnership.
Right, it is a partnership.
This is what you want to
And she's
do.
a willing gal.
That's right. And
They're
that's
always connected. And so it's a big start. We're excited about it.
well, that's really what VBS is all about. It is an evangelistic tool. A lot of times people just drop it, but there's certain things that they can do. And there's one avenue we haven't touched, and what about baby dedications? Baby dedications. Community. Because there's some people in the community, their children have never been blessed, or they would like for their children. If you explain it to them what a dedication is, it's not being baptized, it's just putting the Lord's special covering on them, on the child. I could see a lot of parents shaking their head to that. So there's some things that you could do to kind of really, you see, this is just a stepping stone. We haven't even begun to touch the surface of some of the things that we can do to kind of help to make sure that VBS continues. And just think it's a cycle. When you finish with the Christmas, we've done the Fall Festival, we've finished with Fall Festival, there's Christmas, and Thanksgiving. There's Thanksgiving, we missed that one. And Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I got to tell you this. Oh, I got to tell you this. You're going to think I'm crazy. Do you know Halloween is the best day in the world for us as Christians? They're looking at, I know you said, Carolyn, have you lost your mind? No. What other time of the year can you knock on somebody's door and they open it? See, when they come to your door, you can tell them what you want to tell them.
I didn't give them candy, I gave them little friends and primary
Oh,
treasures.
you're stepping on my, you're stepping on what I'm doing. You're stepping on what I'm doing. Oh, I have the cutest little bags. Every year, they come to my house to see what color their bag's going to be. I decorate those bags with stickers. I put little things in them from the little friends. I go and try to find our little drug things that we have, telling about the drugs. There's one about the tombs. He was talking about the different resources. There's different resources you can do. There's tapes that we might have had left over, or program things. You could just put them in those bags. And then I put a granola bar. I give them something sweet. I give them a granola bar or something. Something that I think that would be a little healthy. And those suckers that they have now that are fruit, you put those in there. So you really want them to see that you are the person, that you have goodies for them. And so that's the best time of the year, soul winning. Soul winning. So while everybody else is dressing up in costumes and everything else, you can either be dressed as a Bible character, or you can just turn around. They don't even care about what I look like. They just want to see the different type bags. They say, how her yard. I have it with cute little flowers and decorations that not scary, nothing like that. But they all comment on my yard and comment on the different things that they see. They say, that's a jolly lady. She's always doing different things for the kids. So I almost forgot that. That is a good follow-up. And are you teaching them? They don't have to worry about going somewhere trick-or-treating. You could either have a church event. You could have cupcakes. You could have game night where everybody else is going out trick-or-treating and stuff. You have never said, you don't do this, you don't do that. But I also have I have some slips I have to bring those sometime. It tells why Halloween is not good. And I roll them around. I put them in some orange paper with a little ribbon, different color ribbons on them. And I put them down in that bag. And they get a chance to read it for themselves. Miss Lamb had never had to tell them, we don't do this and we don't do that. They could read it for themselves, and the parents can read it.
That's a good witness.
That's a good witnessing thing. I almost thank you, Holy Spirit, for helping me remember that. But that's a good time. So we did the Halloween thing, we did Christmas, then the Valentine's, be nice that's coming up. Happy New Year. Sending them a New Year card. Then if you do the Super Bowl thing, there's the Super Bowl. Continue to have that church. You'll be known as the church that's always doing something for the young people. So these are some of the things that you can do as a follow-up. Are you catching what I'm saying? Yeah. Does it make sense? And it's not that hard. That's right. There it is.
And by the
yearly.
time VBS comes for the next year, you have double, triple kids.
That's right, because your list is growing. Somebody else, and this is another thing. Never forget when you have these events to say, do you have a friend? Did you like what you saw here? Bring a friend next time. We have a special gift for you if you bring a friend.
You can put that on the invitation.
Yes. And what happened? Where you had 45 kids, you're having 90. Or you have triples. You're having more kids come because you have reached out. And it makes children's ministry easy because you have a children's story, you have a children's church. We haven't even mentioned those things. But you're having so much fun, and it's not boring. And you could really have someone, I like my friend Trina, she has a team. She has a game team, she has a Bible story team, You could have an event team. Can you be in charge of getting our Valentine's Day? What have I just did? I have rested some of the crew so nobody's being burnt out and we're not working them to death. Somebody, can you be responsible for the fall festival? We'll help you, but this way you can kind of think of things that we can do to get the kids. And here's a list of the kids' names. You see what I'm saying? Everybody, you're not wearing them out. And if you have a small church, like you just said, and you have everybody is helping, what about people on your job? So you know what? We're having such a thing going on for the kids. And we need a couple of volunteers. Anybody here would help me? Like to help me? You're witnessing to them too. At the same, do you want to bring your kids to it? You're witnessing and you're taking the load off of you. You see, I'm a recruiter. I think constantly ways to recruit. Because that way I don't wear you out. If I can get new people in to help and get everybody else excited like I am. Because one day I'm going to be down. And then, we have those ups and down days, right? So if you're giving ideas and getting other people to help you, that way it's balancing and you don't wear yourself out. Okay, anybody else have any other ideas they want to share with me? Am I reaching what you want? Is this some of the ideas and things? Did I share anything different with you for follow-up that you hadn't thought about? What's one thing we mentioned today that you hadn't thought about?
Birthday cards.
Birthday cards. And you said the Halloween. Okay, what did you see different that we did here?
Connecting it over.
Holidays. I never thought about all the different holidays doing something for them.
Oh, I like y'all's teamwork. Y'all are really helping her. Oh, that's good. I love that. I love teamwork. See, they're starting already. Okay, you were going to say
One
something.
thing we do is because we go actually to like the projects and put on an afternoon VBS, where it's, we go to them so that, because they don't come to us.
Okay,
sometimes.
I like that. I like that. Going out. I like that. What's something new that we talked about that you hadn't thought about?
The Halloween.
Okay, the Halloween thing.
That was awesome.
Okay. Anybody over here? What's some of the things that we might have mentioned that you hadn't thought about at a Vacation Bible School follow-up?
You were talking about some of the holidays. I didn't hear anybody mention St. Patrick's Day.
We left it out. That's right. We missed that one. You can have a Green Day. You could have Earth Day. You can talk about different things like that. Make it something make it spiritual. So it's different things that it's out there, folks. All we have to do is reach for it. And God He will bless us first if we pray and ask Him to help us. So I'm hoping that our follow-up, there's something else that I forgot in one of these holidays. One of these days is something that it'll come to me. I thought about it just a while ago when I was asking y'all's help on things that contact. Community-wise agape feast. I bet you they hadn't heard of that. I bet you they have not heard about anything like that. That's easy. Potluck day, church potluck or something like that. You want to get to know your friends. Bring a friend. When you think about it, all kind of ideas will pop into our head. Oh, I hadn't thought about the summer months. That's what it was. Thank you, Holy Spirit. The summer months. We don't usually have children's church during the summer. I kind of rest. We go from like September, like with the Pathfinder's time, from that time until May. Then June we use for camp meeting and Vacation Bible School and so forth. But the sun is going longer. So coming down longer, we have longer days. What about arts and crafts? What about storytelling? Getting together and do different storytelling. That's always good. Right, a coloring and, oh, yes, special movie. By the way, there's a new movie coming out. It's called Breakthrough. I got a chance to see it at CPC. Wonderful, wonderful movie. So if it's coming out at Easter time. So just letting you know about that. Oh, yeah. And oh, you know what? Speaking of that, that's very important that we as church people take a work on that and kind of do the movies. A lot of our parents don't know some of the movies that are harmful for our kids. And there's some channels my girlfriend looks at before a movie comes out. She looks and see the ratings of it and the trailers of it. So it'd be nice if you guys, you don't have to call it the Christian movie, but you know that they're Christian movies, okay? We're going to go to movie night and have that in the summer and really teach our kids some good, wholesome character building stories. That's an avenue that we're failing on because it's so much computers and different things out there, and the kids are everywhere on it. So that would be one of my high priorities that I would try to look at, is to be able to try to help the family to be able to find wholesome pictures. They see so much shoot 'em up and cut ups and so forth, they think it's normal. So being a person, an informed church, that's what I like to call us, the informed church. We want to inform you of things that's wholesome for our family. So that's an idea. I knew it was something else I wanted to think about. Holy Spirit brought it straight to me. So I hope that this was what you wanted and that it has been enlightening to you. So if there's any questions or anything I might not have covered, this is the time. I always like to find out what's going on in your mind. So I covered everything?
I'd just like to say what I see is the lack of organization is what causes it to fail. And if we're not piggybacking on the next event and really organized enough that we make things happen, that's where I can see it falls down to the cracks and things get lost. So as leaders, we really need to be planning and organizing it so that we don't miss birthdays and we don't miss, things that kids, so if they don't get a birthday card that another one does, it looks real bad on us.
Oh, yeah. Please don't fall down on that one.
Yeah.
Please don't. Don't send out to some of the kids.
Yeah.
What is so important to the children and the parents? Because you don't know if they won't have time to have people in birthday party for the children. What I do, even though I got a list of the kids that comes, I got a birthday. Sometimes it is surprising. I have a family, 75 minutes to their man go and to get their kids taken to church. But for some reason, mommy is very shy and she will not coming out. So what I did, I know that's their children, but she got a set of twins. So what I do, I went and get balloons, I got cake, I took to their home. And I said, bring balloons, bring their card. They were so happy, they keep jumping on me. You know what? Mommy not expressing herself, but she's happy. She know they got somebody that taken. Even though I didn't see any plan, I even bring tablecloth, everything that they need for a birthday. So they were so happy. I tell you, the next time you go to them, you invite them, they're going to be more happy. And kids think, they know, si we're going to remember my birthday, we're going to be there. So this is important to the children.
I like that. I really do. So you see, sometimes us getting together, sharing, helps us and helps us to be able to think of ideas. I use a time when I was doing the directing at my church. I started in October planning for the next year. And the reason why I did that, I already knew what we were going to do for that year, so that was planned out. So I had a team of us to get together, and we planned out different things, and we shared them. We brought them back with the rest of the team, and they agreed or disagreed and told us, this is nice, let's work on that. So we always were doing something. So when January came, we weren't scrambling around trying to figure out what to do. We were ready to go day one, New Year's thing, a New Year's card, or sharing, doing something. We were ready to go. We were not behind. And sometimes even during the summer, if you're not doing anything during the summer, take time to plan for the following time, or your following time. If you're going back in August and you're going to start back with the kids again, think of things that you can do for them to be able to make it so it won't wear you out.
It allows for flexibility too, like sometimes things happen and program days change and things, you can be flexible because you already, okay, we don't have to do it this day, we can do it another day.
Oh yeah, I love those times. So I can move to have something for the next month.
And also what I found is when you wait till the last minute, the volunteers are stressed.
Oh, yes.
And you can't, when I went to a fall festival and I volunteer all the time, I was so upset by the lack of organization and the chaos, I left. I just couldn't handle it. So, we have to think about our volunteers too, because if they come in and they're stressed, those kids aren't getting what they're supposed to be getting
Right.
from there.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
that's the way I look at it.
Right.
One thing I would like to say, do not afraid because the person is not in your department. There got some people got skill, they got talent in the church. I had somebody, let's say I got a secretary, the church secretary. She can write you some good letter. Go in advance, don't wait at the last minute. Get the letter there. And some cards, I know she got talent over there. When we need something, you address to the person and they're more happy to help. But you wait at the last minute, let me tell you, everybody got their shepherd, they got their department, they want to go off, they forget about you. Plan like plan, and you got success. You go and ask them, they will help you. And you're going to see everybody going to go smoothly, or your department is not advanced than mine. We all working for the Lord. One thing we're doing together.
Right. I love that organization. And as I was talking, remember I was saying I really work on my volunteers. I really try not to overwork my volunteers. So when we're planning these events, I have someone doing the cards. It might not be in my department, but it might be a lady that might not be feeling well that would love to help me with my cards, because she can do that at her own time, at her own pace. So it don't have to be in your department. It could be somebody that is in the church that's just sitting there. God says he has Gentiles and other people of other folds. You can have somebody on your job sending cards. You are so winning and being able to get those people involved. God will give you the idea. Remember number 3, don't forget to pray. God will, whatever we're doing, the best made plans, it's okay, but it's even better when you put God in there.
There's a lot of people in our church, like Judy, who wants to be involved, but she doesn't want to be out there.
Okay? Yeah, that's
So
right.
we need to find those that are sitting in the pews that really want to help, but they don't want to be out there.
That's right.
She is my go get it, cut it out, put together. She is the person that's behind the scene.
Yes.
Because that's what she likes to do. In my cradle roll room, I've been down there for 42 years, and it's because I'm not mature enough to move up. I have 6 leaders. They stay with me year after year after year because they only have to put on the program 2 times a year, 2 months a year. The rest of the time, they're free. We get in these ruts where we put people and we make them do it over and over
Yes,
and over
yes,
and over.
yes.
We wear them out, and by the end of the year, they don't want anything to do with it.
They don't even want to see you.
They don't want to see you. But
Yes.
if you get them and you spread them out, your volunteers do get tired.
Right.
Find the people like Judy who wants to help, but she doesn't want to be out there in the middle of it.
And the last thing, thank you so much for those comments. Please have an appreciation day for your volunteers. I usually try, there was a book, I think Group has the book. It's about appreciation, and it's a whole little thing. I used to come with little things like the lifesaver, and I'd put on a card, "You are a lifesaver for our children's ministry," and I'd put a little lifesaver on it. I would come up with different things. Let me tell you, one lady brought me to tears. I gave her a little calendar. I'm always seeing these. I love the clearance department. I go there and I find stuff, and I wrapped it up, and it was a date book. She was a teacher, and it was in color. And I just gave it to her, and I said, "I appreciate you." I gave all my teachers a little gift, and I tried to make it personal, something that I thought they could use. And she said, "Oh, Sister Lamb, I thought you thought enough of me to even give me this." She says, "I know it's small, but I appreciate you even remembering me." She said, "But you're a big family." I told you I have 6 kids. But I didn't tell you I had 22 grandkids.
Oh, my goodness.
So, now I have 6 kids, but I have kids that have adopted me. So I still give to those kids too, just as if they were my blood kids. So that made me have a lot of grandkids. But I'm still, how did I get off on that one? But I want to let you know, people will remember you and think about you, and they're very appreciative if you take the time to remember them. It's the little things. It's not the big things that counts. It's the little things.
We're in a day now of technology, and technology has taken away the face-to-face communication and the
yes.
notes and the. I'm from old school. I love sending out cards
Me
and
too.
notes and letters, and email is fine. I don't put that down, but the personal touch to me, I mean, I love going to my mailbox and seeing something there for me that's not a bill.
Amen.
She's good for that. And let me tell you something. I have 2 ladies in my church. When they send you a letter, a card, you smiling, not even open it as yet.
Yeah.
The way she did it, she got some kind of stamp, some kind of thing in the bag. Let me tell you something. Those ladies, I love them. Everything, all year round. That's what she does around the church.
Did you take these up for me? Would you correct those? Everybody, please turn in your yellow slips for me, please. Thank you so much. I want to thank you so much for your time and for your participation.
Thank you for your leadership.
Oh, I just enjoy it. I love working with kids, and I love working with people. And so I think we're going to stop with this with prayer. I wanted to make sure that everybody here got my little wheel. Did you get one? Did you get one? Did you get a little wheel? That's okay, but do you want one? Would you like? Okay. All right, I just want to make sure before, and you asked for a couple of them.